in the centre of Bakewell today in Derbyshire, and I've actually just come down to the river. This is the River Wye, where there's a very incredible population of rainbow and brown trout living. Let's get down to the water and have a look at them. Well, I've come and sat down for a minute because the size and number of these trout is absolutely phenomenal. Average size is 5 or 6 pounds, but I think there's fish up to 10 in there, which is absolutely incredible. It's the kind of thing that you don't really see unless you're at a trout farm, really, if I'm honest. I'm going to keep heading up and see what else we can find. So I've walked up and down this stretch a few times now. It's absolutely amazing. There are so many fish down here. I have spotted a sign that says private fishing, poachers will be prosecuted. So clearly someone owns the rights to fish this, and whoever gets to come down here is very, very lucky, is all I can say. I'd probably have to sell my house to be able to afford to come and fish here. Anyway, I want to set up my underwater camera now and then go and just lower it down and see if I can get some footage of these trout. They're absolutely incredible. It'd be great to see them up close. Well, what makes these fish really interesting, apart from their absolutely enormous size, is that in here is one of the only self-sustaining populations of rainbow trout in the UK, and that is absolutely fascinating. They're just living down here in the River Wye, perfectly happy. There's also a few other species in here I've noticed. There's some big grayling. There's one out mid-flow. I've not got a very good glimpse of them, but there's a couple of them floating around. But basically, everywhere you look is an absolutely enormous trout. When you see the ducks next to them, you realise quite how big they are. And actually, there's a woman just about to feed some of the ducks down the way, and you can see why they're getting so large. Basically, they're successfully out-competing even the ducks, and they go into a little bit of a feeding frenzy. So I'm just going to nip down and have a look at this lady feeding the ducks. Well, that's really incredible, isn't it? Trout of that size, absolutely amazing. Some of the biggest brown trout I've ever seen. I stood and watched them for a couple of hours, absolutely mesmerising. But I've got to get on with my day. I'm going to have a little look around Bakewell, things like that. So I really hope you've enjoyed just seeing these trout, seeing something a little bit different, and hope to see you in another video very soon.